If I say I'm a 40-year-old tap dancer from Brooklyn, I'm a 40-year-old tap dancer from Brooklyn. Strippers always lie is a thing that I used to hear all the time at the club. Strippers usually have a reason for the lies that they're telling you. Some are good and some are less good. These are my top 10 lies that strippers tell, with some of the reasons behind them. Number 10. I love that dancer or staff. Smart dancers know that long after you're gone, they'll be getting dressed next to the girls they love and the girls that they can't stand. Making enemies will eventually translate to a loss from her pocket, or of whatever it was she left out in the dressing room. Fearless dancers may tell you who's a big bitch, but most of us, especially in smaller clubs, will only say, bless her heart. 9. Here's what I'm using this money for. When you make money, the only people you have to justify where you spend it on is your wife, child support cords, maybe your mother. But dancers, like panhandlers, are constantly asked where their money is going. It's none of your business, so she's probably going to tell you what you want to hear. Number 8, however old she is. Much like what she spends her money on, this one's none of your business. She's old enough to work here and pretty enough to give you a really cheap dance. And yes, don't say it. Whatever the cost, it's a cheap dance. So you really don't need to know. Anyway, you never ask a lady, you know. Number 7. I live in this neighborhood. Are you a serial killer? Why are you asking a dancer where she lives? Number 6. How much money she makes. Strippers run the gamut. Some make less than minimum wage, not just one night, but many. Others, on a Friday night, make twice your 2-week salary. Either answer does her no good, even if it was your business. Number 5. I'd totally date you if I met you elsewhere. Strip clubs are elaborate fantasies that are also games. In this fantasy, you go to a bar one night, and every woman as far as the eye can see wants to flirt with you, screw you, and most importantly, have very elaborate foreplay with you all night long. First one to ruin the fantasy, especially by forgetting it's a fantasy, loses the game. Number 4. I might meet you after. Gentlemen, stop making us tell this lie to sell a dance. If you don't want to dance unless you're getting sex afterwards, combine strip clubs and Tinder. It's not that hard. Number 3. I'll be right back. Would you rather her tell you have a nice life halfway through the night? You're clearly not providing any kind of financial incentive for her to stay there. Number 2. I'm single. Anyone I ever told that I wasn't single scanned the bar. Like, is that him? Is that him? Then refused to dance because they were afraid of getting beat up. Like, I would date a mechanic and then smash the windows of all of his customers just because they went to him. Meanwhile, I've had friends have horrible nights compared to the rest of us, only to get to the end and realize they hadn't taken their wedding band off. You better believe we're single. Number 1. Hi, my name is Jamie. Like all of the rest of these, some dancers tell the truth. But I've met thousands of men in my time dancing. Chances are, a few were murderers, more were thieves, some were even rapists. I'm not Professor X, and I can't tell you're a good guy 5 minutes into meeting you. I'm gonna lie and lie and lie. Those are my top 10 most common lies told by strippers in strip clubs. If you enjoyed the video, please hit subscribe, hit like, and watch some of the other videos that are suggested on the side. Thanks for joining me!